Hey guys, LunarSpire1127 here. I know I was supposed to review Fairy Tail chapter 290, but to be honest, nothing much really happened at that chapter. The only things that did happen was Jalal's identity was exposed by Dornbolt and Lahar. Miliana and Kagura just learned that Jalal is in Fairy Tail, and he escapes thanks to Yajima. Luminous Star was talked about for a little bit, but we still don't know anything about it. Fairy Tail was partying as usual, and there's foreshadowing that Natsu and Sting are gonna fight, and a new pairing between Evergreen and Elfman, and near the end, Yukino seems to have joined the Royal Guard and seems to be working under Arcadios. But that was pretty much it, so let's get started with Fairy Tail chapter 291, Naval Battle. So the chapter begins in color with Day 4 of the Grand Magic Games. The game portion of the tournament has begun, and it's called Naval Battle. According to the rules of the game, each player is submerged in a sphere of water. The players who leave the sphere of water loses. And whoever remains in the sphere wins. However, when there are two opponents remaining, there will be a 5-minute rule. Whoever of the two leaves within the 5 minutes, that person will get the least amount of points for their guild. The contenders for the game portion is Shelia from Lamia Scale, Jenny from Blue Pegasus, Risley from Mermaid Heel, Juvia from Fairy Tail B, Minerva from Sabretooth, Lucy from Fairy Tail Team A, and of course Rocker from Quattro Puppy, so who the hell cares? Most of the contestants are girls, so you know what that means. Fan service, yeah. Joy. Anyway, when I read this chapter, I actually assumed that Juvia was gonna win, but ever since Minerva was revealed, it looks like she was gonna win hands down, because she's still a mystery, because we don't know exactly what kind of magic she has. And apparently I just learned that one person in the guild can actually participate in the games portion more than once. Yeah. I did not know that. So the games begin, and Lucy immediately summons Aquarius. She attacks, of course, but Juvia counters with Water Cyclone. While that is going on, Jane decides to take down Rocker, and he's the first to leave. Shelia tries to use her Godslayer magic, but Risley was able to use her weight magic to, just to change her weight so she could become really faster in the water. And this is the part I really got annoyed with. Since Aquarius and Juvia are evenly matched, she decides to leave because she has a date with Scorpio. Really? Really? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't really hate Aquarius, but I don't like her. But there are times I don't like her, and this is one of those times where she just leaves like that. When Aquarius disappears, Juvia attacks Lucy, but she summons Virgo and Aries to make sure she doesn't leave the sphere. And of course, they're wearing bathing suits. Hiro really loves his fan service, you know that? Juvia attacks again, and she manages to get rid of Risley, Shelia, and Jenny. So they're out, so I was pretty impressed. However, Minerva, I think she used her magic to protect herself. And Lucy actually managed to protect herself thanks to Aries and Virgo. And I thought, okay, this is pretty good. Juvia's actually got 3 opponents out in 1 attack. I thought that was pretty cool. And to be honest, I thought Juvia was actually going to be one of the 2 opponents. But her attack... Wings of Love, Grace Sama Love. I mean, really? Yeah, I know she's in love with Gray, but... This part, but after her attack, this was ridiculous. She looks over to Gray. She thought Gray looks disgusted, but she's out of the water. Minerva somehow, I think, used either her teleportation magic or used some sort of magic to push her out of the sphere, and she's finally out. And, oh my god, this is one of my problems with this chapter. Because now the 2 opponents left are Minerva and Lucy. It should have been Juvia. I mean, her element is water. She could have won this hands down. No, maybe not win, but at least become one of the two opponents. And she's one of the elemental four from the former guild Phantom Lord. So what the hell is it? Once again, her love for Grey-sama distracted her and costed her a game yet again. This happened the day one. But hey, at least she got a point. Seriously, I mean, I know Grey knows that Juvia loves him, so can't just Grey, like, talk to her about it? Tell him that he loves her too, or tell him that he's not interested, so that Juvia wouldn't get so damn distracted over her love for Grey, and it wouldn't cost her that much. And to be honest, she can turn herself into water, right? So why can't she, like, turn her body into water and blend into the spear so she can, like, take down everyone? I'm just really, and Lucy of all people to be one of the two opponents left. I mean, I was hoping it would be Juvia and Minerva, but no, it had to be Lucy because Lucy is one of the main characters. Yeah, I know. I don't hate Lucy or anything, but this is called Naval Battle, so obviously it has to be Juvia because Juvia's magic involves with water. So this is a water game, so she should be good at it. But you know what? At least she got 6 points for her guild, so that's good, I guess. Minerva decides to attack first with I'm not really sure what these things are, but according to Erza, it's heat. So it looks like these weird heat blasts that are heavy like lead. She attacks Lucy with these, and Minerva somehow managed to get her keys. Aside from Uranometria, Lucy pretty much can't do anything at this moment, so all she can do is at least stay in the sphere until the 5-minute time limit ran out. You know what? I think Lucy should learn some magic spell that could, like, she could bring back her keys every time she loses them. I mean, seriously, she either gets her keys stolen or she loses them. She needs to at least, I know she's a celestial spirit mage, but couldn't she at least learn some magic that she can use without her keys in case her keys get stolen, or use some magic spell to summon her keys whenever she loses them, like the Axio spell from Harry Potter? Like, I don't know, like, can she actually do that? And anyway, she's still getting attacked by Minerva, and she's still inside the sphere. But however, Lucy says her speech first, and I got it right here. She says, "If I lose here, I won't be able to face everyone who tried so hard. I won't betray everyone's emotions. That's why I'll never give up." So her determination to please her guild. Yeah. I got nothing against that and all that, but if you're a fan of Sabretooth and you hate these friendship speeches or nakama friendship speeches, then you'll probably like this chapter. But if you're a fan of Lucy and the Fairy Tail Guild, yeah, you probably won't like it. Because that was her #1 big mistake, saying that little speech of hers, because if she didn't say that, then she wouldn't have gotten that huge beatdown by Minerva. Yeah, Minerva launches this big heat blast at her, and she's getting beat down a lot. And Minerva's like saying, "You have your heads in the clouds. What kind of hearts do you think we have? We're the #1 in the whole world." I guess she was pissed at Lucy's words, so she decides to launch heat blast after heat blast against her. And to be honest, I actually felt bad for Lucy at this point. I mean, she got beaten down hard. It was kind of sad, really. And there was actually a time where she could have left the spear, but she used her magic to teleport her to herself, and she decides to beat her down again, but this time with her own bare hands. Hell, she even launched her knee on Lucy's back. It was brutal. And of course, everyone in Fairy Tail is like really pissed at this. Even Natsu. And this page right here, I really liked it. Sabretooth is all looking smug, and Fairy Tail, they're like really pissed off. So because of this, I'm really hoping that the Fairy Tail Guild and Sabretooth Guild clash. Like the Phantom Lord arc, when Fairy Tail fought against Phantom Lord, that was one of my favorite arcs in Fairy Tail. So I'm really hoping that Sabretooth and Fairy Tail will clash. That would be awesome. So anyway, yeah, Lucy's getting beaten down hard, and Arcadios pops up out of nowhere. And he tells the referee to stop the match, only because Arcadios wants Lucy for his Eclipse plan, of course. So the pumpkin says stop, and Minerva wins, and Lucy is severely injured and hasn't been moving, and she's now in last place. But I think that being in last place is the least of her worries, because she got beaten. This is the second time Lucy gets beaten. I mean, sure, day one, yeah, she lost to Flare, but because Raventail cheated. And to be honest, I wanted Lucy to win at that fight. Yeah. Only because I didn't like Flare that much. But it was obvious Minerva was going to win, but I wasn't expecting this severe beatdown on Lucy. And, you know, that's when the chapter ends. Lucy's out of the sphere. She's severely injured, and Sting is laughing his ass off. So, overall, this chapter, I thought this was okay. The fan service I was getting a bit annoyed with, but, you know, this was tolerable because stuff actually happened in this fight. Minerva was actually pretty ruthless. Because of Lucy's friendship speech, I mean, I had no idea she hated Fairy Tail's nakama speeches. Huh. Don't get me wrong, I do feel bad for Lucy, but why is it that Lucy always gets beaten down so much? But, you know what, overall, there were times I didn't like it because, you know, Juvia was in third. I was hoping she would have been one of the two opponents to be in the sphere, but no. It was Lucy. And even though it was Lucy, she couldn't do much because her keys were stolen, which, to be honest, there was no rule against that, so I'm a bit conflicted of what I feel towards Minerva. I mean, she's pretty strong and all, but that was pretty harsh. What she did to Lucy, it was pretty harsh, but you know, overall, I still did like this chapter. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. The game was pretty interesting, and I did like the game. It was pretty cool. And also, I did like the fact that Fairy Tail is really angry with Sabretooth. Means that there could be a clash between the two guilds, which I'm really hoping for. So next week's chapter is going to be called I'm Only Thinking of One. So I don't know what that's going to be about, but I'm assuming that in next week's chapter could be, you know, Lucy, Fairy Tail Guild members seeing if Lucy's okay, which she obviously will be, and probably the battle portion of the Grand Magic Games will begin. I don't know who's going to fight first, but I'm actually hoping that Natsu and Sting fight, and I'm also hoping that Gajeel and Rogue will fight too. So overall, this chapter, there were parts I didn't like, but there were parts that I really liked, and I still thought it was a decent chapter. So, yeah, that's Fairy Tail chapter 291. I'm Lunar Spire 1127, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.